are you doing over here?
Get out of my driveway.
What? Come over there and put the gun in my goddamn head.
I didn't come over there and put a gun in your head. You came onto my property.
Home security video catches a Florida man pull out a gun and point it at a woman's head, all because a vehicle backed into his driveway.
Call the cops now.
Put a gun in my head. What? Put a gun in my head.
The altercation happened on May 27th in Palm Coast, Florida. That's when 60-year-old Terry Vetch noticed someone pull into his driveway while watching his Nest security system.
I have my Nest display on my computer, above my computer, and I'm watching that, so I'm pulling in the driveway.
And which car was it again?
This white car right here.
Was it the newer or
this newer?
Okay.
So I went in there and I was going to tell them, stay the hell out of my driveway. They've been told this before. I didn't realize it was a different car because white Ford Edge is a white Ford Edge thing. I didn't realize it was a different.
It was that same Nest security system that caught the next moments on camera, showing Vetch approaching the vehicle now parked in a driveway across the street. After hitting the rear window of the car, Vetch begins yelling at the driver. Moments later, a woman from inside his neighbor's house runs outside. That's when Vetch begins yelling profanities. The argument spills across the street back into Vetch's driveway, where he allegedly pulls out a gun and points it at the woman's head.
Call the cops now.
Put a gun in my head. What? Put a gun in my head.
The woman follows Vetch but never steps on his driveway. Still, Vetch demands she leave.
What are you doing over here?
Get out of my fucking driveway.
What? You come over there and put the gun in my goddamn head.
I didn't come over there and put a gun in your head. You came onto my property.
Call the cops.
You call the cops. Call them right now.
There's two.
Call them right now.
Vetch continues yelling at the woman, saying she's been warned and claiming he has the whole altercation on video.
He's driving in my goddamn lot. You got warned.
He did.
Stay out of my goddamn driveway.
He's at Richard's own house.
Stay the hell out of my driveway. Everybody in the house stays out of my driveway.
After this, multiple 911 calls come into the Flagler County Dispatch, giving different accounts of the situation.
I just pulled up, my neighbor's got a gun to my guest's head, I guess, and then he goes back inside and calls y'all. But I just pulled up to my house, and the dude had a gun pointed at the lady come over to see my wife, to see my girlfriend. And my girlfriend's right here, I just pulled up, and he had a gun out here, just waving it around, I guess.
This woman came at me in my driveway, threatening me.
Okay, do you know who she is?
I don't know who she is. The neighbor across the street is Jason Rowe. He's pending a drug charge right now for trafficking fentanyl. They've been doing drugs. The woman came at me.
One of Vetch's neighbors tells dispatch the person driving the vehicle accidentally pulled into the wrong driveway.
I guess they didn't know what driveway was mine, that way or this way, right next to each other, and they pulled in his, and he came out the house with a gun and shit, and pointed right at her head. Yeah, he's back in his house over there. He said he's going to call the police, but I pulled up and seen what's going on in my house. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And they're old. She's a little old lady, and she got a gun to her head, man. I mean, it's crazy.
The neighbor also tells dispatch Vetch has a history of calling the police.
I've been having a lot of problems, and he calls the police on me every single day for parking in the road or parking here, parking there, music too loud. Now he's still out here pointing guns at people. It's getting a little ridiculous.
Meanwhile, Vetch tells dispatch that his neighbors are deranged.
Okay, are you back in your house, and where's the gun?
I'm on my doorstep right now.
Okay, can you go inside, close the door?
I certainly can.
Okay, so where's the gun at now?
It's in my possession, in my property. She came
Okay.
at me. She's back across the street. She was standing in my driveway, telling me to make her leave, and she's coming at me, threatening me. Her husband or somebody else is in this car. They're driving into my driveway. They've been warned about it before, and there's like 8 of them that live in this house, and they're all like deranged.
When investigators arrived to the scene, Vetch says he's warned his neighbors about the trespassing before. He argues he didn't realize the vehicle in his driveway didn't belong to his neighbors.
So you tell me what happened from your point of view, and then I'll get her.
I have my Nest display on my computer, above my computer, and I'm watching that, so I'm pulling in the driveway.
And which car was it in?
This white car right here.
Was it the newer or older?
This newer.
Okay.
So I went in there and I was going to tell them, stay the hell out of my driveway. They've been told this before. I didn't realize it was a different car because a white Ford Edge is a white Ford Edge thing. I didn't realize it was a different. Guy's still sitting in the car.
Mm-hmm.
I slapped the back of it because I didn't want to come up on the guy because, like I said, Jason Rowe he's pending charges for trafficking fentanyl right now from back in November.
Okay.
There's people coming and going in that house all hours of the night,
Okay.
every night. Different cars and so on.
Sir, I understand. I need to know what happened.
So I hollered at the guy and said, stay the hell off my property.
Was he still on?
He was in the vehicle right there, right where it is right now. Okay?
Okay.
And then she came out of the house, coming at me, all the way up, and I backed her into my driveway, and she's coming clear across into my yard,
Okay.
into my face.
Okay.
And in a threatening manner. And I'm like, I'm not going to deal with this shit. I don't come out here. I've got a revolver, and it's sitting in there. It's unloaded right now. And I'm like, I put it in my pocket before I walked out, and then when she came up into my face, I pulled it.